I'm not going to drop the F-bomb like she did. I've done that plenty before.
Oh, can you do us a favor? Look into camera 3 and say, I'm Christian Bale, and you're watching Late Late Show here on CBS.
I'm Christian Bale, and I'm sucking corporate right
now. Iron Man or Captain America?
Don't really care.
NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
No, get rid of both of them.
Twilight or 50 Shades of Grey?
No idea. No interest in either.
Alfred or Yoda?
Oh man, that is the trickiest one. Since I've killed both on others, can I please save both there?
Sure, I'll let you have a pass.
I want Alfred with Yoda sitting on his head.
Back to the Future.
And of course, mostly my wonderful wife. I didn't think I was like this. I thought I was... my wonderful wife, who's my mast through the storms of life. I hope I'm likewise to you, darling. And my daughter as well, who kicks me in the nuts, just like my wife does, keeping me on the straight and narrow.
And so I said, I've really got to just be able to convince people that I'm American. And I would do some interviews, just keeping up, you know, whatever accent I've done for the character. And so I actually went, success. You know, even this many years, decades later, you still get a lot of people who think I'm American. So that's the ideal, you know.
And the critics' choice is... Oh man, I ripped it. Christian Bale, The Big Short!
So much. That was just a lovely make-out session with my wife and with Adam and with Charles as well. We all really got to know each other very well on this film.
Exactly. How many times on this press tour have you been asked who would win in a fight between Batman and Bourne?
About 200.
Yeah.
400 times.
Which is weird because the answer is so obvious.
Yeah.
He said, I've got to find somebody who can be absolutely charisma-free and reviled by everybody. So he went, that's got to be Bale in it, you know. Thank you. This is heavy. Well, thank you so much, you know. This being...
bad actors or something. Mary, that's Mary's Raid.
Mr. Christian.
Yeah, there was an 80s hit.
I have no idea. Was it Twisted Sister?
Did you say Twisted Sister?
I just said Twisted Sister.
No, Night Ranger. We can't accept...
Would you like to accept a challenge, Christian Bale?
what is it?
Well, it's going to be a staring competition.
Right.
Can I, Rick Edwards, outstare the mighty Christian Bale?
Are you kidding me? Are we really going to do this?
Yes.
Stuff that's not biodegradable.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's going to impact box office sales? Like you're going to lose that audience?
People are going to say it's just not environmental enough. We didn't think about that. Damn, we should have done. We should have had you as a consultant on it.
Got your forearms so big. I mean, you're a fine figure of a man. Have you got any tips?
Oh, I have no idea, Joe. Sorry, mate. I got no tips for you on that. I mean, listen, you know, previous to doing American Psycho, the only exercise I'd done was raising pints to my mouth, and maybe that bit off my forearm.
Now, Ben told us that you gave him the best advice when it came to playing Batman. What was that advice?
I didn't really give him any sort of
costume advice,
exciting advice at all, or anything that was particularly deep. But two things. Just I said, be able to turn your head, because it's a nightmare when you can't turn your head when you're meant to be fighting people. Having a cape is silly when you're in a fight anyway, but we just have to ignore that. Number of times it ends up over your face is ridiculous. But mostly, that if you're going to play a superhero, be able to take a piss by yourself, because otherwise it doesn't feel very superheroic, you know. So I just said have a zipper or something so he can take care of business.
Go out to dinner and he'd ask us to describe the taste of the food. I mean, this man is a sick individual. I sit at the table, all amazed and say, what's it taste like?
I could fix you some eggs.
I'm tired. But thanks.
feels great. It feels like a kind of a victory because I did kind of just emaciate and destroy myself, and you know, to the point where I kind of just watching me run is a joke because I just have no leg muscles or anything.
Watching this man walk around 120 pounds, not eating for weeks, I just didn't think it was possible.
I didn't eat. That was it.
So hypnotic. So despite the fact that to everybody else's eyes, I was dangerously skinny and possibly, potentially doing myself great damage, I was actually saying, I think I failed to achieve the look I was originally going for. Looking back in retrospect, I think that's nuts. I think that I became incredibly obsessive, and what the hell was I thinking? Primarily of him glaring at me and calling me motherfucker, really. And it was a great honor to be called Mofo by Sam Jackson.
Thank you for our beautiful children, Banana and Burrito.
The thing that's going around my head is fighting crime, trying to save the world. Here they come just in time. The Powerpuff Girls. Know it?
Yeah. Wow. So how did you gain 40 pounds? Did you just eat anything? I did that when I was pregnant. Did you just eat whatever you wanted, when you wanted?
Well, how did you lose that 40 pounds so quickly?
Go to bed hungry, be miserable, and just eat your children's leftovers.
Thank you to my beautiful wife, who told me less is more. Say less right now. She knows the dumb crap that can come out of my mouth at times.
10 seconds later.
Thank you to Satan for giving me inspiration on how to play this role.
How long do the characters stay in your head?
Do they ever leave? I don't know, really.